World, good morning. Today is Monday, 24th of the October 2011. Let's talk about Libya. Libya's been freezing me. Gadhafi in particular. Gadhafi heads the news this past week and that reports conceptualize that he is at his hometown Sirte, remains a refugee, but from then on he was captured by the aides of the NTC, the National Transitional Council, ransacked, mutilated, and was killed on a head gunshot. A very horrifying event, right? Few Libyans celebrate, some declares tears. This isn't what I supposed to happen. What's my desire was that he should just simply surrender, relinquish the post, and give the power to someone who brings the ignites for the people of the place and for their very own growth. Muammar Gadhafi had chosen this kind of ending, a decision that wrongs his entire principle. Anyways, he enjoys his life much already, considering the fact that he handled Libya in 4 decades, living the life bottomless. So, he gladly better chose probably eternal peace. What a wasted life of his. There were still so many ways of spending life on earth. He may travel the world and see more to discoveries, and if ever he likes, he can do some inventions purposeful to the world. Since from then on, I had been following them, their turmoil, and to the very start of their eruption. My message to my only literary flagship site weblog, published 7 months ago, is direct and very substantial. And as I advised and addressed Libya twice, with certainly Libya, and to the furthermore Libya, with giving them appropriate information with regard to the process of nomenclaturization. Right? If one does still remember. Specifically Gadhafi, or with the two parties, and I quote. Government, its serving purpose born to mediate the needs of their people. Thus, leaders portrays a very crucial role to handling issues as this. People should seriously learn to select who would be in the role that fits the tape so a simple path to scroll. Now, since the fire is greatly consuming the issue, the government, their administrations are advised to tactfully do measure in instances as this. First, know carefully the need of your people. It's a standard federal theme. If they feel less important, they must be skilled with what privileges the government can confer. Be conscience-free. If illegal practices has publicly scrutinized and questioned about, then probably it must be the primary reason of the people's grief and shift it hopefully to a clean and transparent administration. Enter into pledge if possible and submit to leave the office if Aries in persistence. Second, Allah and fluxation. Let it be on the center, since I believe, after all, Libyans would go in one astrodome if they talk to random things. It's a good outline to narrow objects of hatred and disgust. Pray together and lay back on the articles of religious cultures and inductively instill that tyranny isn't within Islamic teachings. Third, military on grounds would be the lookouts of the gathering opposites. Ensure peaceful rallies, emit continuous attacks to the public, most especially to those who are visiting. Foreign workers must be given the discretion either to displace off the country up until coming down in sheer abstraction. Likewise, forces should become the shield to those who are penetrating the gates of employers' privacy. Reports told that food supplies and its residents was hurtingly molested, and I imposed a command to those who are delegated to do the safekeeping and that they should start to build a barricade for avoidance. The government has been incurred enough with factual gist for them to take a glimpse on the steps in arriving a common goal that most of the world leaders are in service. I am sure Libya's sun will rise tomorrow. On the other hand, the second axis of cultivation would stretchily control the north side, and that is the demonstrators. I am in full club of understanding them, for I believe that certain probability contours into what their actions has to result. Demands of the people can't, or I mean, really rigid to counsel, most especially they know apparently how slow the movement of their lives is, and the yoke is of nowhere to fall upon, but chiefly to a malfunctional government, or obligations never made is one poor farm to reason out. So as with those who seek reforms or to the rallies, Eventually, these are the few to live upon with. First, pressure on efforts to sound evidential to those concerned you are eager to raise and book in documents with the dimensions you wish to propel. Rotate in signatorial campaigns to foster the claim, it must attain a good percentage of secular consent. Second, allot him the specified time to make all of those to come into life. Examine the arrows of the ask inputs to whether it is on the achievement process and go into communal statement, galvanizing the roots of dispute as well. Induce ultimatum. If within the time frame, none is on the table of agreement tackled, he must hastily vacate the seat for those who can amply supply Libyans' vitals. At the end of all, we leave Libya's spirit and get bold to reforms. I am carefully monitoring consequently on how does Libyan take this on thought as my voice had just spoken. Don't waste upon it. Implementations are singly for yours. Certainly Libya. Quote close. If that message was properly implemented, Libya won't end up like this. Hard head, he really is. Anyways, this part of Humanoid, the people artwork of the blue tag, is warning that there is life without any political power and that Muammar Gadhafi should not at least commit to it. The blue tag Humanoid reconciles the wrongs of Gadhafi's decision. His words last and hope it would be an awakening part of the world not to trail what Gadhafi's ending had. Have a good day everyone. May God bless us. Thank you.